Full-time Cherries. It's just me and Tom and maybe Ben coming up shortly. Full-time AFC Bournemouth 1, Manchester City 6.
I like the one though.
A difficult day for the Cherries.
Yeah, frustrating. I thought we'd lose quite comfortably. I think first half hour it just felt like it was just a matter of time really. We were sat back, obviously went into a 5 and we're just kind of seeing how long we could hold them. But yeah, the frustration for me was we never really offered anything on the break until the game was done. And then, yeah, a few players come on and tried to do something. Obviously, Sinisterra got his goal, fair play to him. Aaron's done well. But apart from that, yeah, it was pretty poor. It's just frustrating that they're a world-class side, mate. I think I said it on the vlog that I would pick anyone else in world football to play rather than City away. So let's not go over the top, but yeah, it's just frustrating that other teams seem to be able to compete a little bit or seem to be able to put out a game plan to at least limit them. We don't. I've been here, I think that's my 4th time I've been here. We've lost 4-1, 4-0, 5-1 and 6-1. So we never compete with them. We don't look like competing with them, and I don't know how much more money we need to spend to compete with them, but we look so far off being able to do anything. It's just, yeah, it's like it's FA Cup weekend, isn't it? And it's like a non-league side going to a top side, and yeah, just turning up really, which is frustrating. But we've said it before, but I think the main thing is I just hope Alex Scott's all right because he come off injured. And
a few people saying he went off in tears down the tunnel, but according to the press conference from Andoni Iraola, it hopefully is minor, and it's not the same leg that he's had problems with, the same knee, or ankle or whatever it was that he's had. Yeah, that's what he said.
He said it was his other knee, so he's hoping it's minor, but obviously don't know anything yet. But yeah, the fact that he was in tears is worrying, because when you see that, you think, oh, has he felt something like he felt before? That's the fear. So hopefully he's all right, because even for that short spell, he was one of our better players. But yeah, it's frustrating, mate. I want to talk about the game a bit, but it's really hard because they're just too good, and we're not good enough.
We contained them for the first, half an hour or so, but then it was, 3 goals in the space of 6 minutes. I think our chances were few and far between. We went up the pitch a couple of times, didn't really get near, did we?
No.
And but quality eventually showed through. I think they had threats all over. I mean, Doku looked good.
Class.
I mean, Bernardo Silva obviously class. Haaland, whilst he didn't get on the score sheet, he was just a constant menace. And we had a different formation. In hindsight, do you think we maybe should have stuck to what we know, or is it easy for us to throw out accusations and blame now as to, he did this wrong, he did that wrong?
I mean, hindsight obviously is a wonderful thing, but as fans you can use that and say, we've lost 6-1, so whatever you did didn't work. So I think that's fair, but equally, like you say, we did hold them for half an hour, but did you ever feel like in that half hour we're doing enough here to, we can get something today? I didn't feel like that. I felt like, can we get them half time maybe? And then as soon as they scored 1, I thought that's it. And that's the worry. They had a few little half chances, but it did feel like a matter of time.
It was one of those things that when they scored 1, we needed to react straight away because they scored so quickly and got that second. It's almost like the floodgates were waiting to open. And whilst we did put the ball in the back of the net just after half time, not that we saw it, unfortunately Christie was offside, and but we did impose ourselves a little bit better in the second 45. Alas, the scoreline, it doesn't look like we did.
No, I think was it at one point, was it 1-1 in the second half? Which obviously looks nice. But yeah, I'm one of them that's I do always say that when you're in that sort of game and you're 3-4-0 down, you're gonna look better because the other team don't have to do anything.
And they made a number of changes, didn't they? But I know it's strong players coming on for strong players.
Of course.
But you've got Calvin Phillips, who hasn't played many minutes at all this season. So it's those kind of and I thought, look, Rothwell did well when he came on. I
thought individually we were okay. I didn't think there was anyone that was horrific. Just think as a unit, as a team, we were never really competitive enough. They always looked like they just had a level above us, and we looked a little bit better at times when they probably just took the foot off the gas and just strolled through really. So that's always going to be the case. There's loads of games that it works out. I can think of, just off the top of my head, I can think of Chelsea last season. I think it was just after the World Cup where we were 2-0 down at half time, and then everyone went, we were better second half.
But then that's not.
Well, they've won the game, and that's what it was today. They won the game. They didn't need to do anything, and it's evident when the only player that you could probably say in their team that's going, that's fighting and scrapping to try and get in the team is Doku. He's the only one that's going, I need to try and get in over Grealish, so I've been given a chance.
Maybe
and
Ake, because Guardiola, of course, has got that side locked down.
Yeah, this is to rotate.
Turned up and scored against his old club.
Yeah, bloody good header as well. Bloody good header. He come and clapped the fans after the game, as you expect, and we were singing a song. Tweeted it. I think the song we sang the most was either the Nathan Ake song or the Jay Nantley song. Because he was sat behind us. To be fair to him, he had a good laugh when Sinistera scored because it was ironic. But it was just like I say, mate. I want to kind of like dive into. Obviously, we'll go through it in a second look, but it's really hard to dive into a game too much and talk about things too much when you know that just on every area of the pitch they're better. And we just couldn't get the grips of it. And as soon as they scored the goal, it was game over. And that's how it felt. And I never felt like we were in the game. It was a nice little moment when we scored. But yeah, let's be real. We weren't. Obviously, it was 4-1. We weren't ever going to get it back into the game. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I don't think anyone individually was bad. I don't think there was anyone that was horrific.
No, not particularly. I thought Christie was.
I mean, Christie was Christie. Yeah.
For his endeavour. Let's, whilst you're here, let's bring in Ben as well.
Yeah,
Ben, do you want to come on and Tom can stay with us in the conversation. Ben, a difficult day.
Yeah, very difficult. I would say it's a tough one to take. When you expect it, it's not as bad. But we just got to make sure our confidence doesn't dip, because conceding 6, it can, and it can't start a slippery slope, because we need to remember it's Man City. They're very, very good. Arguably one of the best sides in football at the moment, if maybe even ever. But yeah, they were just different class, as Tom said. But we just got to keep on building on the momentum that we built last week. We were decent against Liverpool, and I know it was somewhat their second string, and beat Burnley. But yeah, we're still outside the relegation zone somehow.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know Luton haven't played still, but that I think it's going to be a very little points tally that's going to need to keep us up this year. It'll probably be mid-20s maybe. But to be honest,
just imagine. Yeah,
feels like it could be.
One of the things I noticed was how high Chris Mepham seemed to be.
Yeah.
It's almost like one of the central defenders of that 3 were given the licence to just push forward.
Yeah.
There's a name for that, isn't there? Libero or something?
Yeah, something like that. I think Celeste tried to do it second half, so he probably tried that. I kind of get it. I think it can look silly at times, but I think if they're just going to have one up front and then they've got ball players everywhere in that midfield area, if you have 3 centre halves just standing there marking one, it's pointless, because all their attacking midfielders getting space. And I actually thought Mepham in particular done quite well at that in the first half. Thought he was quite good at that. In that opening half hour, I thought he was coming out doing all right. Don't know if it was if he got any sort of injury or he just wanted to try Senesi there because the game was done. I was calling for like Solanke and that to come off earlier because the game was dead. So if that was the case, then fair enough. And you kind of have got to go, you know what, let's try a few little bits today because it's Man City, as Ben said, like they're a different level. I think you saw that because Liverpool can give City a game, and you wouldn't be absolutely shocked if Liverpool beat Man City. No. But I think what we've seen in the week, yes, they rotated a little bit, but they still had Salah, Szoboszlai, blah, blah, blah. There was times in that game where it was quite end-to-end, but they missed some big chances, Liverpool, as well as ourselves, but they missed some big chances. City wouldn't have missed them. Yeah. And City just are so clinical, and that's the difference. They're so clinical, it's a joke. So you give them half a yard and it could be game over. Whereas against Liverpool, I thought they had a Salah just wide, just got away with that. We're all right here, and that wasn't going to happen today. And they are a different level. And as you know, we're not going to play Man City away again, and that is the biggest positive of the day, mate.
Well, give me some positives, Ben, or just a couple, just to wrap up with regards to our performance. What we can take out of it, if anything.
Our wing backs got forward. I mean, Aaron's got an assist.
Yeah. Great assist.
I thought in the midfield it wasn't like prevalent that we were exposed. I didn't think we were thinking that they were running through us all the time, which is all right, I guess. And at least our fixtures get easier.
Yeah.
No, they don't. It's the Premier League. It's relentless. Newcastle, Villa coming up. We're not in the relegation zone. Yeah. At the end of the day, we're not in the relegation zone. And I know that we wanted to kind of kick on from last season, come in 15th for a couple of points off like 12th and that, but you got to take it how it is. And as fans, we just got to keep on going, I suppose, because we got to keep faith somehow, some way. But yeah, we need to beat Sheffield United, and who knows? Because I know they won today, but over the course of the season, they haven't been great. So we've just got to try and kick on.
So look, Cherries fans, a matchday vlog is coming out tomorrow. Jade and Anthony on the vlog. Bournemouth 2 goals, one of which I caught on the vlog. Man City fans, you've got 6 to gorge over, so make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Can't wait. Up the cherries.
Up the cherries.